Make it to rain gently upon us, but batter our enemies with hail. Gods of the clouds and winds, accept our unworthy gifts of... I can tell the length of your entrails just by looking at you. Go on, steal from us, heathen! We'll take it back when we skin you! No outsiders.
Where did you find that?
You ever wonder about the world before the bombs fell? Like, what it took to survive back then? Different kind of place for sure. For one thing, it was blazing hot. If you didn't wear special suits, you'd get sun poisoning and die. The sun wasn't even the worst part. It was the water. If you drank too much pure water, you'd dissolve. That's why you had to cut it with a little uranium dust first. Everybody knows that. Yeah, well.
And we're back with big news. It seems that the infamous desert... Wait, is infamous the bad one? They always forget.
Have ascended beyond that.
Strike down those who stand against us with thy divine lightning. Gorge yourselves upon the entrails of the slain, O gods! Blow away our foes with thy mighty winds.
You ever wonder, like, what you'd do if the world ended?
You mean, like, some kind of apocalypse or something?
Yeah. Like, the world explodes, civilization collapses. What do you do?
I mean, obviously, you've got to grab the planetary fragments that give you the best chance of survival.
Obviously. But which ones? Like, do you start with one that's got a bunker on it? Or go for one that's got a lot of water?
Nah, man. You gotta think big. Go for the fragments that still got, like, nukes and shit. Then you can conquer everyone else's fragments and take their stuff.
Whoa, that's pretty hardcore.
Post-apocalypse ain't for the weak, man.
Well, hello down there. Looking forward to seeing you inside.
Partners? Whoa! Careful, partners! After we shut down the East Freedom oil fields, some godfishers set up shop there. The Nancys are gonna clear them out after Mother Reliance finishes her big project. Surely would, but ain't my call. You should talk to Nancy Glory. I'll be heading back then. Can't believe I just talked to a real desert ranger. Cool.
Gods of the clouds and winds, accept our unworthy gifts of warm flesh. Strike down those who stand against us with thy divine lightning. Gods of the sky, we fly these morsels to you.
Gods of endless sky, accept these holy offerings. Strike down those who stand against us with thy divine lightning. Gorge yourself our foes with thy mighty winds.
Gods of the clouds and winds, accept...
Boss, freeze the Gipper! We struck oil!
What? When?
Just now! Remember the test wells we were drilling out in Zone 5? The last one came up a gusher! The foreman thinks there could be enough for 100 and...
Great. Now, shut it down.
Wait, what?
Mother Nancy Reliance has spoken. We're cutting off the oil supply to the godless commies in Colorado Springs. So we're suspending operations immediately.
But the oil!
The oil's been there for 1,000,000 years. It ain't going anywhere. Cap the well, and I'll forget about your brief crisis of faith in our sacred leadership. Understood.
Neither.
Praise the Gipper!
Don't keep the God President waiting, Rangers. You'll find him at the north end of the building. I wish I don't keep the God President waiting, Rangers. You'll find him at the north end of the building, in the sanctuary of the Holy Servant. The God President waiting, Rangers. You'll find him at the north end of the building, the sanctuary of the Holy Spirit.
Look, I know y'all are a big deal, but that's Gipper property. Hands off.
This ain't a charity, Rangers. You need a med kit? Talk to me.
Western White House. God President Reagan is expecting you. Please come in. Thank you.
What is this? Those are the Desert Rangers! They work for my father! You promised to keep me safe!
Calm down, Valor. God President Reagan has everything under control.
Well now, welcome, Patriots. Nancy and I, well, we appreciate your selfless service and want to thank you for it. You are true Americans and, well, good neighbors. Now then, help yourself to some beans and let's get down to business, shall we? As you know. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to... If it takes a blood, let's get it over with. Well, what do you say? Americans are not going to tolerate intimidation, terror, and outright acts of war against this nation and its people. How do you tell a communist? Well, it's someone who reads Marx and Lenin. And how do you tell an anti-communist? It's someone who understands Marx and Lenin. Government is like a baby, an alimentary canal with a big appetite at one end and, well, no responsibility at the other. Why shouldn't we believe that? We are Americans.
That's enough, Ronnie. You did very well. But it's bedtime for Bonzo now, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Well, I'm sleepy.
I know you are, darling. Night-night. Thank you for joining the God President and I in the sacred server room, Rangers. Before we discuss why you're here, I have a proposition for you. A favor that would make us look more favorably on your requests. I thought it might be that. Well, if you do a favor for us, we'll be happy to reciprocate. My husband, the God President, wishes to transfer his consciousness to a human body. To accomplish this, we must acquire a... What was it, Valor?
A cybernetic transfer module. It's amazing. Basically, what it does is...
That's enough for now, Valor. But yes, we must acquire this transfer module from the filthy communist robots that occupy the Denver airport. Or rather, we'd like you to acquire it and bring it here to us. Once God President Reagan has a human body, you'll be rewarded with money, a fine weapon, and we will relinquish our claim on Valor and restart the oil to Colorado Springs. Very well, but I warn you, I have a very limited supply of patience.
There are a lot of issues with the current hardware. The read-write heads alone are...
They don't need such technical details, Valor. Suffice to say, though the vessel containing the God President was meant to be everlasting, that has proven false, and a new vessel is required. Ronnie has announced his preference for the vessel to be human.
Oh, you morons! Mother Nancy always keeps her promises. And anyway, she's not the boss of me. I'm here because I want to be. Helping the God President become immortal is very important work, okay?
Thank you, Valor. As you can see, Rangers, he's a talented and driven young man, fully dedicated to our cause. Nobody is being held here against their will. They call themselves a commune and say they are working for the betterment of all sentient beings. It's a lie. They put on a friendly face so they can turn humans against each other. Mark my words, they'll try to trick you too. But their end draws near. Once we have what we need from them, they will be dealt with like the dirty communists they are. The preparations have kept us busy enough. Your assistance is a convenience that we are willing to pay for. Nothing more. Now, I serve at the pleasure of a god, Rangers, and I don't have time for this non-committal dithering. Are you going to help us or not? Agreed, but only after Valor helps us transfer God President Reagan into a new body.
That's right. They can't do this without me.
Yes, dear. Now keep working. Meanwhile, our home is at your disposal. I'll tell the sisters you can come and go as you please. Make America proud, Rangers.
An afflicted mankind looks to us to uphold the principles of self...
Foolishness. I don't know who put that game on Ronnie's console, but it is an utter waste of time.
People do rather get the wrong idea about us. I can't say I mind. Let us be underestimated and ridiculed. They think our Ronnie is dead and never coming back, and they are wrong. They accuse us of seeing communists in every shadow, and, well, they are right. But so are we. Make no mistake, dears. We are surrounded by the vestiges of the evil empire. They have turned our great nation into an irradiated graveyard, and they expect us to weep. But we are steel, sisters. We do not bend, nor do we rust. We endure. So let them laugh at us. We are the wives of a God President, and we will endure until he returns to us. Until then, his great work lies before us, unfinished. We will arm our sons and our daughters and teach them to hunt communists and snake-tongued socialists. From birth, we will turn our children's hearts to unyielding stone. With our blessing, they will bring peace back to the world, one bullet at a time. We do this in the Gipper's name. Amen.
Sysadmin log entry 509, Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. Another unexpected proclamation today. Mother Nancy has ordered a full audit of Reagan's neural net to try and isolate the cause. Sysadmin log entry 1821, Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. Reagan's behavior is increasingly erratic. He's having conversations with persons only he can see. I fear that I don't have the code craft to make this right. Sysadmin log entry 2403, Testament of Sister Nancy Justice. The God President demanded to speak with Nancy tonight. When we asked which Nancy, he flew into a terrible rage. Had to initiate an emergency shutdown for repairs.
Sysadmin log entry 3314, Testament of Mother Nancy Reliance. This log has reached the end of its usefulness and will be terminated. Effective immediately.
Sorry, partners. Access to this console is restricted by order of the Nancys. What? No, I didn't even realize it. What should I do? Sir, yes, sir. Pressing the button now, sir.
This is Mother Reliance. The statue of our God President has been sabotaged. Ronnie's consciousness is safe inside the Western White House, but our defenses are severely compromised. All Gippers to arms! Defend our God President from any and all invaders!
Sal here. We've gotten more fan mail from Mother Nancy Reliance of the Gippers. It says, well, it's, violent and needlessly mean. But you know what, listener?
Hey there, Rangers. Did Mother Reliance say anything about you dealing with the God Fishers in the ruins? Did Mother Reliance say anything about you? Wow, the Desert Rangers! We don't get many famous folks around these parts. So, you got to meet Ronnie face to face. What do you think? Couldn't have said it better myself. Amazing. And looking mighty good for over 100, huh? Oh, while you were in there, did Mother Reliance say anything about dealing with the God Fishers in the ruins? Well, let's just say things are a lot riskier until we get Ronnie's statue repaired. Someone could get killed. So, well, if you're looking for a paycheck. Well, thanks, Rangers. What else can I do for you? We take the name Nancy from Ronnie's original wife, back before the deluge of fire. It's the greatest honor a woman can achieve, being a Nancy. The God Fishers? Sure. They're the crazy cultists who kill people and fly their torsos up to the clouds on kites. And I'm pretty sure they want to kill us all. So, not very neighborly neighbors, if you know what I mean. You too, Rangers. Accept these holy offerings, make it to rain gently upon us, but batter our enemies with hail! Hail to the slain, O gods! Strike down those who stand against us with thy divine lightning.
Are
Gods
these
of
the
clouds
heathens,
and winds,
misted
accept
birds,
our
spoken?
unworthy gifts of warm flesh that is destined for the sky. Do not touch!
Just your daily reminder to stay away from the abandoned parts of Denver, where unseen voices whisper and dumpster divers disappear. Brrr, spooky stuff. And now, some music.
My gods, avenge me.
One humiliating beating coming up.
taking the high ground.
There they are!
Gods of the sky, cloak me! The heathens are exposed!
Prey awaits!
Your kite awaits!
Let's do this shit!
Scream! Let the gods hear!
My enemies are bare!
Somebody better.
I
Catch
am
me
the
up.
lightning!
Away!
Can't go on.
gods, witness this sacrifice!
I shall flay you! Fools!
We will decimate you! The sky comes closer.
Dead to rights. One humiliating beating coming up.
Enemies are bare! Ninja! I shall slay you! Gotcha.
I shall water you!
Rangers.
This is gonna get ugly. One humiliating beating coming up. Kite, away! My enemies are there!
that, oh wow, a huge mass of godfishers appears to be approaching Denver. Let's hope the Gippers have their defenses ready. If anyone's in the area, lend him a hand.
So exposed!
That's the last of the Godfisher encampments. But Ronnie says there's still a roving warband nearby, somewhere. Be careful, Rangers.
Hey, for Ronnie.
Partner?
If you're looking to get patched up, I'm your gal. They call me the Wyman around here, but I prefer Doc. Well, ain't you polite? Thank you. You'll hear a lot of things about me in this shitty city on the hill. None of them good. But nobody can fault my doctrine, so you don't have to worry. So where? Colorado Springs? Why would I bother trading one dictator with delusions of godhood for another? Besides, Colorado Springs has plenty of doctors, and the Patriarch would likely string me up within a week for speaking my mind.
Yeah, okay, you're probably right.
Sure, but this ain't a charity. Hold still. Well, I was Reagan's second wife behind Reliance, and now I'm not. We'll just leave it at that. Quit! Ha! I was excommunicated. Mother Reliance burned my Nancy wig and used my red suit for a toilet rag. She'd hand me over to the Godfishers if anyone else in this Girl Scout camp knew their way around a medkit. Speaking of, I could use your help to drive that point home. I might be able to waive the fees for treating your wounds, if you're interested. So, like I said, Reliance would have Ronnie light me up if she didn't need me. So, I need to make sure she doesn't start looking at other medical options. Pretty sure the robots at the machine commune have some tricks for healing humans, not just machines. Every once in a while, a Gipper patrol will get lost, injured, and then a couple of days later show up bright as rain, escorted by a couple of robots. Obviously, Reliance has Ronnie blast him before any commie sleeper programming can turn on, but if you're in the commune and get some kind of data on their clinic, I'll heal you up for free from then on. And throw in a few medical supplies, too. Great. Thank you. Just don't mention this to anyone else, huh? Especially not Forge. Pretty sure she wants this intel too, but if I share, it won't win me an inch with Reliance.